Hello, StarCraft fans! This is Falcon Paladin coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload, and today it is a mid-rank madness Patreon game sent to me at falconpaladin@gmail.com by one of my patrons. On Ascension to Aiur, in the bottom right-hand corner of the map, we have the red Terran player. It is Wartorn from TT6. And in the top left-hand corner of the map, it is the blue Terran player, miGao. Alright, so a red versus blue TVT here from MidRank Madness, Patreon edition. Again, those of you who do not know, you can subscribe to me on patreon.com/FalconPaladin for as little as $1 a month. And if you do, I will love you forever and ever. Alright, both players opening up barracks first, which is the fairly standard play in TVT these days. Command Center first is not very common in TVT, as well as TVZ and TVP, unless you're on Acolyte, where your natural is fully protected from Zergs, unless they rush drops. Maybe not fully protected, basically protected. Let's get, wow. Oh, don't you hate it when you inhale a little spit when you're laughing into your throat and then start coughing and then kind of feel really weird? Okay, so got the Reaper list name ready. It's a Marine for miGao here. On the other hand, a Wartorn is going for, also, he doesn't have enough gas for a Reaper. It's also a Marine. Ugh, I had the Reaper name list ready and everything. I love Reaper versus Reaper battles in TVTs. They're fun. They're fun is what they are. Either way, miGao's going for an expansion. Holy smokes. And he's tossing down another barracks here too. So he is doing some crazy stuff. Meanwhile, a factory on the way from a Wartorn. I feel like miGao might be the better player. Based on APM, we're looking at on average of 30 for Wartorn right now and about 50 for miGao. But these guys know what they're doing. They're not spamming in the early game. They should be able to handle the APM required to do stuff in the mid to late game, which I would not be surprised to see at all. So both players are going for the Marines. Somebody might go for Banshee, actually. That's a second gas. Double gas, actually, on the way from miGao. Same thing from Wartorn. So Cyclones could be an option. Banshee's also a pretty good option here, too. Although the fact that it's double barracks here from miGao and he's not getting a factory yet at all is going to slow him down immensely. Weird he has that double gas. He doesn't have a factory at all. So I'm not sure what his plans are. Is that a starport? It is a starport from the Wartorn. And his factory is not doing anything, despite the fact that it has a tech lab on it. So likely going to be for siege tanks, right? That is going to be tanks. Indeed it is. Everybody, look at the sparks flying out of that factory. That is going to be siege tank. Siege tank sparks flying out of there. I think that's how that works. Anyway, back behind his mineral line from miGao is an engineering bay. Okay, those upgrades going to be good. Missile turrets also pretty fantastic. Starport getting a reactor too. And also, Medivacs, I have to assume here. Liberators also might be pretty good in this situation, just depending on exactly where you can set them up here on Ascension to Aiur. And Wartorn finally taking his expansion. He is way behind miGao, though. It is 25 to 24 harvesters. miGao is up. It's going to get worse from here as long as he keeps double pumping those workers as he's doing right now. And Wartorn can only make one at a time. Not good for him. Alright, tanks here, medevacs here. So a tank marine push with medevac support. Oh, what a brilliant scan from miGao. Sees everything. Sees the marines. Sees the starport with a reactor. Sees the tanks. Got to be prepared for marine tank with healing potential here. What's he going to do? He's got a factory getting a tech lab here too. Likely going to be for those siege tanks as well. Another player going to kill these unbuildable rocks at this point in time. So both players just kind of gearing up for battle. Liberator on the way from Wartorn 2. Okay, I like bringing a Liberator along. Not going to argue with that. And getting some Widow Mines. One at a time out of this factory. Not double pumping them because he can't, because there's not a reactor on that factory. But interesting nonetheless. Missile turrets coming up all around the borders of miGao's base. And by all around the borders, I mean in two spots that are very popular for drops. So he should be fairly protected there. On the other side of things, is Wartorn getting anything for upgrades? Nah, it's a second barracks. He's got his Marines, got his Liberator. I think it's time to go. I feel like Wartorn is time to go, man. He does pick up the tanks in the medevac, brings the Liberator too. Are the Marines going to join the party, or are they just here for defense? Oh, this is interesting. This is very interesting. It is a tank Liberator play. where I think the Liberator pulls up some air-to-ground defense for the tanks. All right, so we'll see. We'll see where they're going. miGao's going for the stim upgrade. Third missile turret. Fourth missile turret, rather. Here in the main base for miGao. He is going to be drop-proof, you guys. Very hard to drop this guy. Missile turrets in the natural, too. He really hates getting dropped in TVT. I can tell. I can read his mind and see exactly what he's thinking about. So I don't think there's really anywhere you can drop. This area, maybe, but you're still in range of 2 missile turrets. Liberator, be so careful. No, 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 don't just fly in. Oh, this sort of flew in. It's set up blindly, and this one too. All right, well, the tanks got out anyway, but both medevacs are dead, which is real bad. Missile turrets are going down, which is good for the tanks. Some Marines and Marauders up here too. Gonna do a drop from Wartorn possibly at the same time-ish, I guess. Getting a reactor. Goes to get the reactor. Tanks aren't very fast. It's hard for them to run away. They also can't fire while running, despite the fact their turrets swivel. So they're dead, and Wartorn might come into this natural, but again, the missile turrets are a big problem for him. He doesn't know it. He doesn't know that's the case. But it's a scary, scary place to be. Are you going, man? I wouldn't if I were you. I'd also probably not sit here and do nothing. So, good hold by the miGao. Lost a couple missile turrets in the process. Lost a reactor, but otherwise, not bad. Resources lost here, 300 exactly for miGao, and wow, 1,050 for Wartorn. A lot more dead stuff. According to that, there are units lost tab. I have a lot of approximate accents, you guys. I can approximately do a Southern American accent, like Southern United States accent. I can approximately do a British accent. I can approximately do an Indian accent, but none of them are very good, I think is how this works. At least according to the fact that Wade, my co-caster for my podcast, wants me to do stuff in a British accent, and the way he says it makes me feel like it's because it will be hilarious. Medevac's dead. Viking here going against these SCVs. Marines here too at the natural base of miGao and Wartorn. Yes. All of his stuff is now dead. miGao does manage to save the day there. Once again, some stuff dies, but not a whole lot. 6 SCVs killed, 35 to 40 harvesters. Wartorn's actually up. His natural base doing very, very well for itself. Anyway, the way that Wade wants me to do stuff in British accent, again, there's just a very subtle hint of it would be hilarious in his voice when he says that. So, I think I know what's going on. +1/+1 being researched by a Wartorn here. Got some Vikings flying around, trailing fire. Just, I don't know. Sometimes I like to appreciate the animations in StarCraft 2. I know it's an older game right now, but man, this is pretty stuff. Look at this. There's lighting. You can see where the pilot sits. I guess that's where the missiles come out. Is these things... Hey, I need you to shoot at something so I can see where the missiles come out. Maybe they just come from under the wings. I don't know. They're not going to shoot anything for a while, though. They're patrolling back and forth in a way that makes it hard for them to see anything to shoot right now. How about you guys? Are you guys going to shoot anything? I always found it interesting they can hover. Vikings. I mean, it's futuristic, so it's not like, that's impossible. How would they hover and fly? Because we have stuff that can do that now. But... it's just, I don't know, they have wings. It just weirds me out. Alright, medevac's out for miGao. Gonna heal up these dudes that were stimmed previously. And we're just sort of hanging out. So let's just all appreciate the art of StarCraft 2 a little bit. The shading and the shadows and the little... I mean, is it weird that Marines have the little knives on the ends of their guns and they never ever use them? Oh, combat shield. I've never been close up to Marines when they get combat shield upgrade. That's amazing. Combat shields for everyone instantly just appearing on your arms. This is a very futuristic army, you guys. Anyway, I was saying, you know how certain units have a different melee attack compared to their ranged attack, like Hydralisks and Roaches especially? If they're right up next to something, they will actually do something different or hit stuff with their claws rather than shoot at it if it's right up next to them. And that'd be cool if Marines did the same thing. Like if Lings are right up there, they're just stabbing the Zerglings and throwing them and stabbing them through the head and pinning them to the ground and stuff. That'd be awesome. But I don't think that's what happens. I don't think we're going to see anybody go against any melee targets in this TVT just because everything is ranged in TVT. Everything's ranged in Terran, period. I guess Hellbats would be a possible example. I don't think anybody's getting any of those to this point. Anyway, I guess the point of that was listen to the podcast. There's a link in the description. It is late. I'm starting to feel a little goofy. A little goofy. Yeah, 12:15 a.m., you guys. Third base here for Wartorn. Upgrading this guy to a planetary fortress. Any third base from miGao. Cannot believe how nothing is happening right now. It is crazy nothing happening. It's been like 4 minutes of nothing happening. Holding Xel'Naga watchtowers are 2 Marines for miGao. That's good. I like holding Xel'Naga watchtowers. Small Hellion attack from Wartorn. This is interesting, actually. It's not going to do anything, though, because there's no third base to attack, and the natural base is well too fortified. Well too fortified. And by that, I mean too well fortified. And, yeah, Hellions, just, they're going to enjoy their time. Take a nice, leisurely Sunday drive. Oh, they roasted that Marine. Wiggles himself to death. Other guy, get out of there. So fast, these guys. We'll just enjoy this epic music and watch these Hellions run around the map. Oh, just kidding, they stopped. They stopped being epic. Wait, they're back again. Did I have them on follow? I think I had them on follow. They're in so much trouble. Yeah, get out of there. None of the Hellions die. Good reaction time from Wartorn. Whoa, just kidding. That was weird. Why'd you go backwards, guys? Terrible. Terrible plans. I think it'd be cool if the less health a unit had, like it would look different, right? Like buildings look different when they have less health. They're on fire and stuff. It'd be funny if like wheels were falling off this one and this little cockpit was cracked and maybe this wasn't moving as well. This little flamethrower on the top wasn't moving as well. That'd be good. That would be good. But probably too late for that. StarCraft is probably not adding any additional cosmetic damage things at this point, although they are doing cosmetic work. They're doing that. Holy mules, Batman. Look at these mules. 28, 29, 29, 3,000 minerals per minute for Wartorn right now compared to 2 for his opponent just because of these mules at this third base. Oh, they're all dead now, obviously. So you can hear them exploding. Third base is done for miGao and happily mining. It is not a planetary fortress, though. Ah, we're speeding this up. I cannot believe how tentative these guys are. Running around trying to see what's going on. And the answer is bunk. Bunk is happening. Hellions trying to get up there. Like I said, don't go there, man. There's tanks. There are tanks there. 13 minutes and 50 seconds into this game. It's 175 to 171 total supply. Sitting on 3 bases each. Everybody's scanning each other. Everybody's just hanging out. Thor in the mineral line of the third base for Wartorn. And some Cyclones too. So he's kind of doing a mech bio-hybrid strategy right now, which is odd. miGao working on his +3/+3 for his mech, which is great. How are his Marines upgrades? Also really good. And a 4th base coming up now too for Wartorn. So let's pay attention to that. Are we moving out? Looks like miGao's kind of trying to tease us a little bit. A little bit of teasing here from the blue Terran player. Ghosts and personal cloaking on the way from Wartorn. All right. This is starting to get a little bit more interesting. And there's your nuke. All right. There's a nuke from Wartorn. He's got 3 Ghost Academies. He could, except he's maxed out. Dang it, he can't make more than these nukes at a time because of the supply cap. The supply cap must go. Computers these days can handle more supply, Blizzard. Promise. It's like 150. Just give us 150. That's all I want. That'd be great. All right. Wartorn heading back to defend. miGao just content with hanging out here too. I cannot believe these guys and how content they are to hang out at max supply. It is crazy. No, it would be amazing if Wartorn got a nuke off like right here. Oh, double nukes. Or this one, for example. Oh no, but they don't! Oh, Nova. Wow, what a scan from miGao. How did he do that? Okay, this might be harder than we thought, ladies and gentlemen, to get these nukes off. But I believe, oh, you guys. I'm working so hard to make this interesting, you guys. I need you to do stuff. The nukes were interesting. I was excited for like the half second that they were alive. And by alive, I mean not alive. They were just a promise. Wartorn, go up the ramp. Wartorn, go up the ramp. You can take this. You got it. You got these +2s, everything's dudes. Wait, +1 dudes? Ah, +2 on the bio. Yeah, this is like the most hybrid-y I've ever seen it. All right, here we go. Remember what I talked about getting this army with these nukes? Remember? Remember what I said? Oh, man. Oh, man, miGao. Come on, dude. Find it. Find it. Find the thing. Nope, not gonna find it. Defensive nuke from Wartorn. Really worried about this army coming in and killing him. Cancel it. There's the cancel. You don't get it back, by the way. It just cancels. It's very sad. You don't get the nuke back if you recall it, because it's already been launched. You can make it not explode, but you don't get another one to launch later, unfortunately. That was awesome. Which one of you ghosts got that, by the way? That one, 43 kills on the ghost commander. miGao walking into Whittle Mines and just taking shot after shot. Cyclone's trying to fight here too. This army getting devastated by tank fire from the distance. Blue Flame Hellion on top of it as well. And it is very, very suddenly 179 to 110 total supply. The last minute of this game has been insane, with miGao losing a ton of stuff. Jeez, those engagements went very poorly. Production tab for Wartorn is essentially empty, but he's essentially maxed out as well. miGao is making a lot of stuff. Tanks, Marauders, Marines, getting +1 ship weapons too. Wartorn's still not interested in really doing anything at this point. Got a 5th base coming up top. That's good. 4th base is established for miGao. And his army is there. He's got a lot of Vikings. Why do you have so many Vikings? Trying to decide what your Vikings are for. I guess maybe to get rid of the medevacs, but then what do they do? I don't know. Are we going to nuke the Vikings? I feel like we're going to nuke the Vikings, you guys. See if we can do this properly. Oh, they almost got out of the way. These trees not catch on fire? The trees don't catch on fire when they get nuked, but if a Hellion hits them... Sorry about that, Nova Covert Ops. But like, if a nuke lands on the tree, it's fine. They should change that too. I have a lot of suggestions for Blizzard in this cast. Someone forward this cast to them and make sure they hear what I'm talking about, because that's a big deal. It's a big deal that those trees should catch on fire when they get nuked. Call me crazy. Call me crazy. Call me whatever you want. But I feel like they should be on the fire. Missile turrets, missile turrets. This pattern of Wartorns is pretty consistent. Up top, 2, and then 1 on the bottom left corner. And he's got 1 on the top left corner of the space at the 5th as well, so I don't know. All right, Doom drop possible here from miGao. Ghost walks right past. Oh, man, are you going to try to nuke where they land? That would be sick. That would be sick. You got this thing? No. They're not coming back. Maybe set up. I mean, this is the army's just waiting for this to happen. Oh, no. No. This would be too much. This would be too much. Wait. No, here and then nuke. Ah, so close though. Trying to nuke closer to these guys. Are they gonna get hit? Oh, kind of. All right. Oh. Crashed medevacs on this island of nothingness. 199. And I think miGao left the game. I think miGao just got up and went home. He's like, you know what? Enough StarCraft for me today. I've been nuked, and that's it. He's gone. Rage quit. Rage quit. One of the more silly MidRank Madness games I've ever cast. I don't think Wartorn ever really crossed the other side of the map with anything except for some Hellions and a Ghost or two. But won anyway. Who knew? Who knew that was a viable strategy? Resources lost is very sad. 5,000 lost for Wartorn compared to 14, 15, yeah, let's call it 15,000 lost for miGao. 70 Marines, 35 Marauders, 5 Tanks, 12 Vikings, 14 Medevacs. Wartorn lost single digits of everything. 3 Ghosts, 8 Marines, 2 Marauders, 2 Tanks, 1 Liberator, 2 Cyclones. Oh, just kidding, 12 Hellions. 12 Hellions did die. You messed it up. Messed it up, Hellions. Woo! All right. Well, that's going to be it from me. This has been Falcon Paladin, coming to you with yet another daily Legacy of the Void upload and a MidRank Madness. Go ahead and hit that like button. Hit that subscribe if you like what you saw and what you heard today. You can also catch me on Twitter, Facebook, and a Patreon, all at /Falcon Paladin. And until next time, as always, thank you so much for watching, and you take care of yourself.
Ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. Justice. Our duty is unending. I feel your presence. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. Ascension is before us. Our honor guides us. Me with you, you with me. We are as one. I sense a soul. A soul in search of the answers. May the gods watch over you. Kushala Adu. conquered us. Conquer on us, Nasleran.